Hello everyone, it's Eleanor here once again, and it's another wonderful episode. On today's episode, we're talking about the word shift. Upgrade your life, upgrade your mindset. A guide into changing our mindset when it comes to our purpose, when it comes to our relationships, when it comes to personal growth, and when it comes to spirituality. Your mindset shift is about changing the way we think, the way we believe, and the way we perceive things. Mindset is like a lens through which we see everything. It's about moving away from limiting thoughts into empowering ones, upgrading your perspective, from limitations to possibilities. Mindset is like a pair of glasses that filters how you see the world. The lenses are dirty or they are outdated. The way you perceive your world, the way you perceive your life, the way you perceive the people around you will be different, to be distorted. But when you clean your lenses, when you upgrade your lenses, there is a way you see life differently. There is a way you see people differently. There is a way you see the trials in your life differently. Now, the question is this: how often do we let our thoughts dictate our reality? We are caught up in negative thoughts. We start seeing ourselves less. We start having low self-esteem. And because of that, there is a way it affects how we behave, how we speak to others, how we see ourselves, and how we make decisions. So many people that they consume so many information and all these things, and yet their life does not change. Why? Because their mindset is not shifting. There is still an underlying mindset that is affecting every area of their life. That is why last week I said that no matter how much knowledge you consume, no matter how much information you consume, you will still bring it back to the level of your mindset. I'm going to be exploring 4 key areas where your mindset needs to shift and how it's going to have huge impact on your life. So I'm going to be sharing practical tips on how to change your mindset concerning different areas of your life. So get ready to unwind, to unlearn, to unlock, and to shift. When you break free from these limitations, when your mindset changes towards these areas of your life, you will see a difference. Let's get right into the first segment, which is purpose. Purpose means that the reason why something was created, which means what exactly was in the mind of the creator when he was creating this particular thing. Many of you might say, Eleanor is trying to spiritualize it, but that is the truth. There is no other way to say this. There was something that was in God's mind when he was creating you. It is your job to discover exactly what was in his mind and the reason why he brought you here on this earth. That is what we call purpose. So many of you have already discovered your purpose, and some of you are still on the journey. But notwithstanding, I need to set a foundation for today's episode. Purpose is not about what fits you or what your family member think that you should be doing or what you yourself feel like you should be doing. No. It's just like you creating a cup now. The cup itself cannot say, I just want to be used to serve just fruit juice and not water and not this and not that. The question is that what was in the mind of the person that created that cup in the first place? Is it that, okay, this is a cup that we are going to be using to serve wine? Is it a cup that we're going to be using to serve water? Is it, you understand? So it depends on what exactly is in the mind of the person that created an object. That is what will let us know what the purpose of that object is. It's a very unique part that is unique to you, which is going to take you going back to your secret place, going back to the person that created you and asking some questions to let you know exactly the reason why you were created. Telling yourself that, Eleanor, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do when it comes to this area of purpose, and I really need your opinion. One thing that I would say is this: you feel trapped, but it shouldn't be so. Your purpose is visible. You just need to read the signs. How do you read the signs? From your passion, the things you love doing. What is that thing that you can do effortlessly, that you feel that level of fulfillment? That is a pointer to your purpose. Your mindset, when it comes to the area of your purpose, should shift from uncertainty to curiosity. So when I talk about changing your mindset when it comes to your purpose, is you changing your mindset from the level of I'm not sure, is it this, is it that, to a level of I need to discover. It is exploring, trying new things, trusting that as you try new things, as you explore yourself, as you get to know who you are, a lot of things will unfold when it comes to your purpose. Purpose is not one that you discover in a day. Eleanor is still discovering so many things about herself. just like you are as well. But it is you having this mindset when it comes to purpose, not just making it as if these people that are telling you to find your purpose are just stressing you, it's just a trending thing. Purpose is not just a trend, is something that you need to discover. It's the major mindset that I want you to have when it comes to your purpose is that this is a terrain of discovery. It is time for me to explore, get to know myself, get to know why God created me. When you know why God created you, you will know that some things are naturally meant for you and some things are not meant for you. You will not have to stress yourself. Focus on growth, working on yourself. Your purpose itself along the line will reveal itself. You don't have to stress yourself. Make sure you write your passion down. What are the things you like? What are the things you love? What are the things you can do effortlessly? What are the things that you can do that even if they don't offer you money, you still do it and you still be happy about it? Those are the pointers to the reason why God brought you on this earth. How can you contribute to humanity? Those are the things that you need to pay attention to when it comes to this area of your purpose. And one thing that affects most people when they are in the journey of purpose, because it's going to come with a lot of confusion, is that many of them they have this fear of failure. What if I fail? Failure is part of life. If you don't fail, how will you learn? How will you improve yourself? So, many people have this fear of failure. They are comparing themselves with others. You know yourself that this person is this, why can't I be this? Everybody is unique in their own way. This level of external expectations from these external expectations that your family members have of you. They believe that this is exactly what you're supposed to be, this is how you're supposed to behave. You understand? Those are the things that affect people when it comes to the area of purpose. Some people feel like they've gone too far, they can't go back. You can always go back. You can, even though discovery of purpose at a very late age is very how do I put it, is very difficult because you have so many responsibilities. But notwithstanding, it's not too late for you to discover the reason why you were born on this earth. That is what is tied to your fulfillment. That's why you see so many people that they are doing various jobs and various career paths. They have various career paths, and yet there is no level of happiness. There is no fulfillment because it is not tied to the reason why God brought them to this earth. What I'm talking about when it comes to this area of purpose is that change your mindset from I don't know, from this uncertainty, and see it as a curiosity journey, as a journey of discovery, as a journey of an adventure to really get to know who you are, why God created you, how you can apply it in your life, how you can be who God made you to be. Believe me, when you're in your purpose, there is ease. All these things that people are chasing after elter skelter, it just comes with ease for you. It's not like you will not work on yourself. It's not like you will not practice mastery. It's not like you will not refine those gifts. But there is this level of effortlessness when it comes to discovering why you were created. So I hope you work on your purpose. I hope you change your mindset when it comes to this purpose thing. One area we're talking about is relationships. This relationship is still connected to your purpose because if you know the kind of person you are, if you know the reason why God created you, you will know the caliber of friends you can move with and the ones you can't move with. Yes, you can't choose your family members. Those ones are just blood family members. They are related to you by blood, so you can't choose them. God chose them for you. But the other type of relationships that are in your life, you have to be intentional about it. So life is all about connections. We all want to connect with people. Relationships shape our lives. Relationship determine how far we go. Relationship is more like a vehicle. It now depends on the destination that that vehicle is taking you to. Is it taking you on a journey of purpose, or is it taking you on a journey of failure? Is it taking you on a journey of you being fake, or is it taking you on a journey of you being authentic? When it comes to this level of your relationship, the number one mindset that I want you to imbibe is that regardless of whatever type of people, whatever kind of people that God brings your way, you are able to deal with them. I always tell people you might not be able to control the way people treat you, but you can control your reaction to all those things. Now, when you have this mindset that people are hard to deal with, people are evil, I'm so this, I'm so that, these people have been hurting me, you will not improve your relationships that way. But when you tell yourself that, regardless of whatever level of unpredictability comes from my relationship, I will try as much as possible not to react but respond when things that are out of my control happens. See people as mirrors, see people as an opportunity to grow. I remember years back in my life when I see so many people that came to my life, as friends and all, I realized that every single one of them played a part in my growth. Even though as at that time I was telling myself that what am I doing finding myself in this sap, like I mean, there were so many things I was questioning when it comes to the people that were around me, whether friends or people that are my colleagues or my departmental mates. I felt like, I mean, why are these kind of people around me? But then when I changed my mindset to these people are around me because God wants me to grow, it changed my mindset concerning relationship and people. Despite the fact that people hurt us, people disappoint us, I tell myself that when people hurt me, when they disappoint me, it's for me to become the best version of myself. So you are in control of your life. You're in control of the way you speak, of the way you react to people. And despite the fact that you can't predict how somebody will treat you, you can't predict how a relationship will turn out, you can predict how you will respond, you can control the way you interact with people, the way you are intentional about your relationship in your life. So the number one mindset that I want you to imbibe when it comes to your relationship is this growth mindset, that regardless of whatever kind of people that come into my life, they are like opportunities, they are like mirrors, they are opportunities for me to grow, for me to become a best version of myself. Even if you like it or not, you can't avoid people for the rest of your life. You need people in every step of your journey. So how will you navigate? How will you maintain those relationships? By having a growth mindset. See people as opportunities to learn. That these people that are coming into my life, they are opportunity for me to grow and become the best version of myself when it comes to character, integrity, resilience, patience, long suffering. Those are the things that make you know that you have grown. When you see the way you respond, not react to the people that are around you. Thing you need to be careful of when it comes to this relationship is that you try as much as possible to be authentic. Don't be a people pleaser. I'm not saying that you should be rude to people. I'm not saying that you should talk to people anyhow. But there is a way you let people know that this is my boundary. This is the things I condone. These are the things I do not condone. Now, I'm not forcing you to bend to my boundaries. It's your choice. But if you really want to be in my life, there are some lines that you must not cross. Especially when it comes to all these family dynamics and friendships, you have to be careful because people will always try to treat you anyhow. You have to be the one to teach them how to treat you. Do you understand? That's why you see so many relationship dynamics, and you're telling yourself, this guy is treating me like this. He's treating you like that because you see yourself as that. When you see yourself as somebody that is worthy to be loved, to be respected, regardless of whatever relationship dynamic you have, this person too would know. He would automatically adjust to the perception of yourself that you have given him. Seeing yourself as somebody less, somebody that is low, that is not worthy to be loved, then this person will not really see you, will not really see you the way they are supposed to see you. I have for our relationship segment, also personal development, it's about growing into the best version of ourselves. I always tell people that even though the people around you, they love you so much, they care about you, they love you for who you are, they don't expect you to remain the same. Even God does not expect you to remain the same. He expects you to become the best version of yourself. So you have to understand that in this journey of personal development, you're going to fail a lot. You're going to feel frustrated. You're going to be angry. But it doesn't mean that you will not grow. It doesn't mean that you will not move forward. People out there that are making waves in their career, in every area of their life, is because they are very, very interested in personal development. Because they know, because the mindset they have towards personal development is that I have to grow. I have to just grow. Why? Because of myself and because of the people around me. So once you have this mindset that when it comes to personal development, working on your mind, improving your vocabulary, improving your IQ, working on different aspects of your career, don't see it as something that is difficult. See it as an opportunity, as a call to greatness. That God is calling me to greatness when it comes to this area of personal development, which means I need to grow. If you're somebody that you're struggling with anger issues, work on your anger. If you're somebody that you just talk to people anyhow, work on the way you speak. You understand? If you have any area of weaknesses that you need to work on it. Don't say that's just the way I was created though. And we used to get angry in our family. That's the way we normally speak anytime we are angry. And in my family, we have this one. Oh, that's just you just accepting things just like that. When it comes to the area of your career, try and grow. There's so many things that people are doing when it comes to taking online courses, upgrading yourself, going for masters, for PhD. Just try to upgrade yourself. Don't just stay in mediocrity. The truth is, all these great people that you're seeing out there, they are just focused on this one thing, and that one thing they are focused on it. They are basically learning every single day. So that is one thing that I will tell you in the area of personal development. It's something you have to do by yourself. Nobody is going to do it for you. Nobody is going to motivate you. You have to be the one to step up. Step up in your career. Step up in every area of your life. Any area that you see that's okay, I'm not working on this area, or there's little progress in this area, try and develop. Read books, read journals, study, pray. Be intentional about personal development. The fact that somebody met you yesterday, they should see a different version of you today. You understand? Grow every single day. See personal development as part of your life. See it as a necessity. See it as you eating every day. You just have to eat. So just see personal development as that, and it will shift every area of your life. So another area that I want to talk about is spirituality. When it comes to this issue of spirituality, I know so many people have ideas, everybody has an opinion. But for myself, from my own perspective, I'm a Christian, I'm a child of God, and I'm not just a church goer. I believe in the God I serve. I try to be like him in character, in virtue, even though it's not like I'm going to get everything at once, but I'm always intentional. So, in case you're not a Christian on this platform, I would like to give you an opportunity. Jesus has really changed my life, when it comes to my mindset, when it comes to the way I see life, I see my career, when it comes to the way I see people, you know. So I would really, really give you that opportunity to give your life to Christ. But notwithstanding, let me get back to the major thing I'm talking about, which is spirituality. Deepening your relationship with God. As a Christian that I am, I realize that every single thing in your life is connected. The spirit realm is more real than the physical realm in this world. You have to be intentional about your spiritual life. I'm not talking about going to church every Sunday. Yes, going to church is part of it, not forsaking the gathering of the brethren, but you have to be intentional and deepen your relationship with God. Don't just walk for God, walk with Him, know how He speaks to you, have a relationship with Him. Let Him be able to call you daughter and son. Many people, tell me that, hey, you are spiritual, you're a spiritual sister, you are this, you are that. I don't think so many people understand the meaning of somebody is a spiritual sister or a spiritual brother or a spiritual brother. It means you are attuned with the spirit realm. You know God, like you really, really know God. You're connected to God. Your life reflects it. Your values reflect it. This you make, they reflect that you're a child of God. You're making sure that every area of your life, from your dressing, from the way you talk to people, everything is in alignment with who God is. You can't say that you know God and you are doing some things. Like, knowing God is just like perfume. When you use perfume, people will know that you are using this perfume because it will smell to people. People say, wow, this lady smells nice. That is how powerful knowing God is. There's no how you want to do it. It will rub off on you. People will see it. And if you are not seeing it, then there is something wrong somewhere. You have to take your spiritual life serious because it is the foundation of everything that we are. When your relationship with God is deepened, that is when you will know your purpose. That is when your relationship life will align. That is when your personal development will align. So every single thing that I'm talking about in today's episode still goes back to the fact that you need to know God for yourself, not what your pastor says, not what the people around you are saying. Know God for yourself. Know the God you serve. Know what He thinks about you, how He feels about you, how you feel about Him. I remember when I started my journey with God, there are some questions that I had because, pastors kept saying all these things and I was not seeing it. I was not just seeing what they were saying. There was no evidence. They were just saying it. So I told God, I went back to God. I said, give me an encounter. Prove to me that all these things are real. Let me see these things in action. I can't just be serving you and people are not seeing it in my life. You understand? So this is the year where you have to shift your mindset when it comes to spirituality. Spirituality is not about tying scarf. It's not about going to church. It's not about doing all these things. It starts with your relationship with God. If you know that your personal relationship with God is having K-leg or is having issues, you need to work on it. Relationship with God is the foundation of every single thing you're going to be building on when it comes to your life. All this spiritual warfare and all these things that you're seeing in your life, it is all connected. When you know God, You know some things about His promises. You know who you are in Him. You discover yourself, and then you'll be able to fight whatever battles comes your way. So the point of this whole concept of spirituality is you having a deep connection with God, which will help you have a deep connection with the spirit realm. And you know, the spirit realm is what controls the physical realm. So physical realm is just like a slave to the spirit realm. So once you've conquered some things in the spirit realm, you know, via your relationship with God and via your relationship with Jesus, it will be so easy for you. So if you're not a Christian, I would advise you to give your life to Christ. Believe me, Christ changed my life. Christ made me who I am today. I am not ashamed to say it. Guys will know, accept Jesus as your Lord and personal Savior. And even if you've accepted Him and you've, you know, fallen short of His glory due to one thing or the other, you can retrace your step back. Serve God diligently. Don't just do I don't know how to put it. Don't have this celebrity Christianity. Really know God for yourself. Love Him for yourself. I know one thing that is so beautiful about God is that He will not force you. There was a time that I was working in my relationship with God that I didn't really love God like that, and I was so sincere with Him. You know, I poured my heart to Him. I made Him understand that this is the state of my heart, and then you know, He was so patient with me in this journey of discovery of who He is, what he's like as a person, his character. You understand? That's why when I see things, it's always easy for me to quickly know that these are the things of God and these are not the things of God. I'm taking my time to study who He is. So that's all on today's episode of Connect with Eleanor. I hope you will work on these 4 areas of your life and shift your mindset concerning it, you know, from your relationship to your purpose to personal development to spirituality. So I love you guys so much. I celebrate you. I hope with this little words that I've said, I'm able to let you guys understand that the value of having a mindset shift. You understand? Because it is when your mindset changes, that is when your whole life will change. That is when you start seeing improvement. That is when everything will align together, which goes back to your purpose, which will determine your relationship, which will aid your personal development, and then which will build that foundation for your spirituality and your relationship with God. So I love you guys so much. I celebrate you. I will see you in the next episode. Being intentional about all these 4 areas of your life.